We miss John Witherspoon in a way that can't really be quantified,
Right.
if I'm being honest with you. And the Chris Tucker that we got now is Epstein Island Chris Tucker, not Smokey.
We miss John Witherspoon in a way that can't really be quantified, if I'm being honest with you, and, the Chris Tucker that we got now is Epstein Island Chris Tucker, not Smokey Chris Tucker. Story is a total head scratcher in a world where fame can disappear faster than a shooting star he used to be on top of the comedy and film game, but then his star power just vanished in the blink of an eye. But what the heck caused his epic downfall? Well, Katt Williams, another big shot in the comedy world, has spilled some major tea. Chris was allowed to make the decision at the time that this is happening. Katt Williams is known for smoking weed, Willie Nelson is known for smoking weed, Snoop's known for smoking weed, but none of us is really known, except Willie, and I'm saying Chris Tucker didn't want to be the poster child for smoking weed. He don't smoke weed like that. He and the church, this ain't just some story about a celeb losing their mojo. It's a crazy saga that brings together two comedy legends act. And one of the biggest scandals, Williams is about to drop some serious knowledge bombs, and it's going to make you question everything you thought you knew about Tucker's sudden disappearance. What did Williams reveal? And how does the infamous Epstein scandal play into Tucker's career choice? Stay tuned to find out. Chris Tucker's career began on the stage of comedy clubs, where Tucker's dynamic presence and sharp wit quickly caught the attention of both audiences and industry insiders. It was long before Tucker's talents transcended the world of stand-up comedy. His breakthrough came with the 1995 film Fred Dive, where he delivered a performance that was not just hilarious, but iconic, solidifying his place in the Comedic Hall of Fame. But it was The Rush, our series, that catapulted Tucker into international superstardom. Jackie Chan Tucker's comedic timing and on-screen chemistry turned the franchise into a global phenomenon. But then, out of nowhere, Tucker disappeared. Just went. He was at the top of his game. He vanished. It was like he took a step back from the spotlight, and we were left scratching our heads. This mysterious exit sparked a lot of questions. What happened? Did he choose to leave the fame behind, or was there some secret reason for his sudden exit? Chris Tucker not talked about being in next Friday, cuz I know it was Micah BS, but we wanted him. You know, he turned it down. Yeah, we wanted to pay him $12 million to do that movie. And he turned it down. He said it was for religious reasons. He didn't want to cuss, and he didn't want to smoke weed on camera. In the midst of speculation about Chris Tucker's abrupt disappearance from Hollywood, Katt Williams, in a candid revelation, brought a new angle to the story. Wing on Shannon Sharp's club. Williams didn't hold back. Well, he connected Tucker directly to Jeffrey Epstein's notorious island. He's letting the cat out of the bag. These were the words that prefaced Williams' bold claim. He suggested that Tucker had traveled to the island, owned by convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. This wasn't just a passing comment. In the interview, Williams reflected on the difficulty of creating another Friday movie. Considering the loss of many original cast members, he lamented the absence of John Witherspoon. But it was his words about Tucker that caught everyone's attention. Some great people before this movie could come out. Regardless, but the Chris Tucker we got now is Epstein Island's Chris Tucker, not Smoke. Williams stated, hinting at a change in Tucker since his days in the 1995 cult classic. Williams suggesting that Tucker's experiences, possibly linked to Epstein, had fundamentally altered him. This wasn't just a comment on Tucker's career choices. It was a statement on his very persona. To be confident and not delusional is a real skill. Williams added. This revelation reverberated throughout social media as Williams not only shared a rumor, but also painted a portrait of a once beloved comedian. O's life and career may have been profoundly influenced by dark and controversial associations, but to really get how big Katt Williams claims are, we got to dig into the whole Jeffrey Epstein scandal. Epstein, this rich dude, got famous for running a trafficking ring for the rich and powerful. His private island, known as Epstein Island, was like the center of all this messed up stuff that supposedly went down. And what's really interesting is how it connects to Chris Tucker. There's all this evidence, like flight logs and court testimonies, that show a bunch of famous people were tied to Epstein, including Tucker. It's not just about the connection, though it's about the whole messed up world of privilege, power, and possible crimes that this evidence paints in. Tucker being a part of it raises some serious questions about why he suddenly disappeared from Hollywood and what he might have known or experienced. Now, let's talk about the shady side of this story. It's like this hidden reality that Tucker might have been exposed to Hollywood might seem all glamorous and stuff. But there's this whole other side that people only whisper about. It's a place where power, morals, and laws get all mixed up. The Katt Williams has been speaking out about this dark side of the industry, and it gives us a glimpse into a world where success comes at a cost. Or maybe Tucker saw or learned something that was just too much for him, something that didn't match up with what he was used to. If I didn't know no better, I tell you he's the greatest. I don't care what to say. To be confident and not delusional is a real skill. Most of these confident people we see is really delu. Well, you don't. The Epin scandal goes way beyond Chris Tucker. It's like this crazy web of famous people that's shaking up all kinds of industries. Epstein had connections with big shots from Hollywood, politics, and business, showing how everything is all connected. So let me tell you, each net you name that pops up just adds more craziness to this whole scandal. A lot of celebs caught up in this mess are getting tons of heat and backlash. It makes you wonder about the whole celebrity world and the secret stuff that goes on in those elite circles. For Chris Tucker, being linked to Epstein's scandalous network has seriously messed up his career and reputation. It's like his fans are torn between the funny guy they love and these serious allegations. This situation is no joke for Tucker. It's no just about what people think of him. It's about his whole legacy as an artist and how it can get twisted by who he hangs out with. It's a weird contrast. Tucker's comedy genius against this huge scandal. People have all sorts of mixed reactions to it. We still don't know for sure how involved Tucker really was with Epstein. But one thing's for sure, these associations can seriously mess up a celeb's image. Tucker's journey from Hollywood star to controversy is a big reminder of how fast things can change in the fame game. Prince Andrew and the former President Bill Clinton have been named in newly released court documents relating to the sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. So there's been a lot of talk about Chris Tucker and Epstein's Island. Lately, people are all over the place with their reactions. Some are disappointed and shocked, while others are standing by him and trying to see things from a different angle. So some of his fans are saying that maybe his visits to the island were innocent or had nothing to do with the scandal. One fan even said, nah, that's not it. Chris Tucker was friends with Bill Clinton, and they did some charity work with Bono. They think it's all just a coincidence, or that there's some other explanation. But then you've got the other side where people are speculating like crazy. Fans and observers are coming up with all sorts of theories. One tweet said, I'm telling you, some people are surprised or in denial, but Trump and his family were in that black book that got released, and yeah, Chris Tucker is in it too. It just shows how uncertain and suspicious people are about Tucker's involvement. It's hard for fans to reconcile their admiration for Tucker's work with these uncomfortable allegations. So we've come to the end of this story of Chris Tucker. And let me tell you, this story is far from over, and who knows what new stuff will come out in the future. How will Tucker's reputation be affected in the long run? And what's the real deal behind those alleged allegations and his connection with Epstein? These are all open-ended questions that need more investigation. What do you guys think? What's your take on Chris Tucker's career and the accusations he's facing? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell to stay updated with our latest videos.